In this video lecture, we will understand C tokens. C tokens are the smallest individual units of a C program. These are the basic building blocks in a C program that cannot be further broken down into elements. There are mainly 5 C tokens, namely keywords, identifiers or variables, constants, strings, and operators. Now we will see keywords. Keywords are the predefined words in a C compiler which are meant to perform a specific function in C program. Keywords cannot be used for naming variables, identifiers, and functions. Kindly keep in the mind, keywords cannot be used for naming variables, identifiers, and functions. C language supports 32 keywords, namely int, float, double, long, short, char, if, else, switch, case, for, while, goto, do, break, continue, struct, enum, extern, typedef, constant, auto, register, default, volatile, size of, static, signed, written, union, void, and unsigned. So these 32 keywords in which the C language supports. Now coming to the variables. Identifiers are the names provided to the elements of a program such as variables, functions, and arrays. Identifier consists of a letter, number, or any underscore character. Variables are the named stored location that holds a data. So variable means a name given to the memory location. Now we will see the rules for writing variables which are same as for identifiers. So first character must be letter or underscore, and then it can have considerable number or digits, letter, underscore. Second point, keywords cannot be used as identifiers. As we have seen, there are 32 keywords. So those 32 keywords cannot be used as identifiers or the name given to the variables. Third point, variable should not have two consecutive underscores. Fourth point, punctuations, spaces, special symbols cannot be used in defining the variable. And last one, the variables are case sensitive. That means case sensitive means the name can be in a small letter or capital letters. Now we'll see some of the examples like age, num, underscore sal, etc. So these are all the examples for valid variable name. Now we'll see some more examples for valid and invalid variables. So here is the list of possible names for variables in C language as given like this. So if you look at into the first one, so the first one variable name as 1999 underscore space, which is invalid because variables should not begin with digits. So if I consider the second example, that is underscore apple, so it is valid. So as variables can begin with underscore. And if I see the third one, that is Intel, so which is valid. And fourth one, 1 underscore 2 is also valid. So which follows the rules for declaring the variables. If I consider the fifth one, that is a for, is a invalid because for is a keyword which cannot be used as a variable name. And if I see the next example, that is hash 12, so which is invalid because the variable should not contain any special symbols like hash, dollar symbol. Then considering the next example, that is i.b.m, which is invalid because variable should not contain any punctuations. Then if I see the last one, that is help plus me, which is also invalid because variable should not contain the operators in it. Now we will see how to declare a variable. Each variable that are used in a program must be declared. It is nothing but creating a variable. Example, int num. So this is a example where we can declare a variable name called num with the data type called int. Okay, so we'll see further what is this data type in the next video. Now we'll see the assignment of variable. So the declared variable can be assigned a value using is equal to operator. The values can assigned any number of times in programming. So for example, age is equal to 18, num is equal to 55, etc. So here I am assigning the 18 value into the variable name called age, and I am assigning a 55 value into the variable name called num. Now we'll understand initialization of a variable. The declaration of a variable and assigning a value at the declaration time is called as a initialization. Later, the assigned value can be changed. Example, int a is equal to 18, int num is equal to 55, etc. So this is what the initialization. Now coming to the next C token, that is a constant. Constant is a fixed value assigned to a variable which cannot be modified in a program. In a C program, constant is declared by using the keyword called const, C-O-N-S-T. Example, C-O-N-S-T, const, int a is equal to 3.14. So 3.14, which is of a pi value, so which is a constant value. Then another example, that is a const char letter is equal to n. So here the variable name is a letter, and I am going to assign the constant value n into the variable name called letter here. Now types of constants are as follows: integer constants, real or floating point constants, octal and hexadecimal constants, then character constants and string constants. Now we'll understand each of these. So first one, integer constant are whole numbers without any fractional part. So this is what the integer constant. So thus integer constant consists of a sequence of digits, and integer constant can be written in the three different number systems like decimal, octal and hexadecimal. Then a decimal integer constant. So these consist of any combination of digits taken from the set of 0 to 9. If the decimal constant contains two or more digits, the first digit must be something other than 0. So the following are the valid decimal integer constants. Examples are, so these are the valid decimal integer constants. Then real or floating point constants. So these constants must have the digits along with the decimal point, and it can be either positive or negative. Examples are like this. So these are the valid real or floating point constants. Then octal constants. An octal integer constant can consist of any combination of digits taken from the set of 0 to 7. However, the first digit must be 0 in order to identify the constant as an octal number, and the examples are like this. Now hexadecimal constants. An hexadecimal integer constant must begin with either 0x or 0 capital X. It can then be followed by any combination of digits taken from the set 0 to 9 and A to F, either uppercase or lowercase. The following are the valid hexadecimal integer constants. Then character constants. So these constants are single alphabetic, single digit or single special symbol enclosed within a single quotes. Example are the valid character constants. Then string constants. So these constants are single or several alphabet or alphabets, single or several digit or digits, or single or several special symbols or combination of these enclosed within the double quotes. Examples of the valid string constants are like this. Note, operators and strings will be discussed in coming videos. Thank you for watching this video.